Why was the Game Boy Advance so popular? Have you ever wondered why the Game Boy Advance captured the hearts of so many gamers in the 2000s? Let's take a closer look at what made this handheld console such a beloved device. Released in the year 2001, the Game Boy Advance brought a significant upgrade in handheld gaming. It featured a 32-bit ARM7 processor, a big step up from the 8-bit and 16-bit processors of earlier models. This improvement allowed for better graphics and more complex games, making it a powerful device for its time. One of the standout features of the Game Boy Advance was its backward compatibility. Gamers could play their favorite titles from the original Game Boy and Game Boy Color. This meant that players did not have to leave their old games behind. They could enjoy a vast library of classic and new titles all on one device. The design of the Game Boy Advance also played a big role in its popularity. The original model had a comfortable horizontal shape that fit nicely in hands. Later models, like the Game Boy Advance SB, introduced a clamshell design that included a frontlit and then backlit screen. This solved the common issue of poor visibility in different lighting conditions, making gaming on the go much more enjoyable. The game library for the Game Boy Advance was another major attraction. It featured many beloved franchises that defined a generation of gamers. Titles from Pokémon, The Legend of Zelda, Metroid, and Mario were all available. These games were already popular in the 2000s and helped draw in a wide audience. Affordability also made the Game Boy Advance accessible to kids and teens. With a long battery life, it provided practical portable entertainment. From a nostalgia perspective, the Game Boy Advance represents a time when handheld gaming was booming. This was an era when portable devices were becoming essential to youth culture. The Game Boy Advance focused solely on gaming without distractions from apps or media players. This pure gaming identity is something many people remember fondly. To sum it up, the Game Boy Advance became popular because it combined improved technical capabilities, backward compatibility, a strong game library, user-friendly design, and affordability. Its legacy is tied to the nostalgia of the gaming culture of the 2000s and the memorable experiences it provided.